Good morning. Welcome to the playground again. I'm going to go to the garden today in just a little while because that's powerful and we all need it. We need to go to the garden daily. I know that I'm needing it a lot today. So I'm going to wait and see who wants to join me. Feeling pretty calm. I already did a good clearing this morning, so I am in a good space today. So I hope that you guys are ready to join me. Hi, Abelida. Good morning. How are you? It's nice to see you today. I'm just a little bit late. I did pretty good. Hi, Charlie. How are you? Oh, we got school today, don't we? Today is school day, Charlie. We're going to go to Voice of the Spirit at 1 o'clock and see where we want to go with that. Hi, Carol Ann, my other best student. We're going to go at 1 o'clock. We got class today. I just remembered that. It's been kind of a busy morning already. I had to do a clearing already today, so excuse me if I'm a little bit in foo-foo land yet. I haven't quite come all the way back into the world, which is good. It was a very good clearing. Man, energy lifted that I didn't even know was there. So, hi Deborah. Good morning. Good afternoon. How are you guys today? Let me know. It is my word for the day is resonance. How we resonate with one another. And remembering that sometimes that resonance needs some work. So, excuse me. I was starving. I chewed on a Luna bar, something like that, and it's got me all kind of congested. It's being aware of the energy that's around us at all times. It's being aware that we are super sensitive beings. Hi, Roberta. Hi, Chetta. Thank you for popping in. When I say resonance, how are you resonating with the people that are around you? And remember to look at it differently than what we're used to. So I have been having an experience for the past few days especially, and I wasn't being aware enough. I wasn't paying attention. I sit here every day working with people and helping them to clear energy, and I just wasn't realizing the thing about negative energy, about darkness, is that it will attach to us and it will alter the way that we think and how we feel. And it blinds us to the truth oftentimes. Hi, Julie Kiss. And so, for me, I've had a few days of feeling something strange. Wendy, are you here? I see where you commented, but I can't see you. So, if you're here, I'm glad to see you. Hi, Sherry. There's Wendy. I thought I was seeing you. Good morning. Good morning to everyone. So we're going into this resonance and being aware, being more, thank you for sharing, being more aware of both the negatives and the positives. Like I keep talking this week about gathering with people who are light workers, who feel good. Yes, I see you, Wendy. Hey, Sherry. So it feels good when we get around people that carry the same kind of energy that we do, doesn't it? It's like, oh gosh, that feels good. I feel like I can just be myself and take my cloak down. Remember that there are still people, that this world is filled with people who cannot find their light, who sometimes don't even know that a light even exists, or if it does, they've gone through generations and generations of darkness. And we're in the process of trying to release all of that, and some people will hold on to that security blanket. Even though it's not much fun to be there, it feels very heavy. To them, it feels natural and normal. In my first, just for example, my first marriage was all about me recreating. I didn't have a good relationship with my father. He was here, and then he was gone, and then he was here, and when he was here, I really didn't want him around. He wasn't that nice, and so I often tried to I often wanted him to leave when he did come. I remember he would make me mad or upset me, and I would go up to the bathroom and I would pour all of his cologne down the drain or squeeze out all of his toothpaste or whatever. I was so mad because part of me knew, this little girl knew, that he was going to leave again. And I felt like as soon as his stuff ran out, he would go away. I remember thinking that way. When I got into my relationship with my first husband, my father was back. He had come back into my mother's life, and he was there, and he made me so uncomfortable that I chose someone who also made me uncomfortable, but maybe less uncomfortable than my father. And I repeated a cycle. And so I'm talking about that because I in my clearing session this morning, I realized that there is a repeating cycle with someone that I care very much about, and with that entire ancestral line on the child's line. And it has been repeating itself over and over and over again in these people. This hatred, this darkness will continue until we realize that it's there, until we start to release the energy from that. And so that's where it came through today in the sealing session was, okay, we can not only are we working with these people that are asking for help, but as we're working with these people that are asking for help, Source, Spirit, our guides, Jesus, whoever you call in, was also telling me to ask for healing for the generations before this child came. The mom, the grandfather, everybody back. Because as we release that, somewhere back in their lineage, someone worked with dark magic. Someone created something that was evil and dark. And when we release it way back there, and some of us have this in our own lineage, so I just want you to be aware of that we have things back in our past ancestry that may be affecting us now. And so the reminder today is to be aware that when you start to feel all of this heaviness around you, when you start to feel a darkness that you don't understand, that you can ask for help, that they're always there to help you release that energy, and that it's important for you to say, wait a minute, I've been feeling it for the past week. Literally, this person who I don't even know, who has been affecting people that I care about for a long time, has suddenly set her sights on me, and I didn't understand it. I was completely oblivious. I just knew that things were not coming together the way that they were supposed to, that suddenly I remember 2 nights ago feeling as if somebody was at my feet. I actually felt pressure on my feet, like somebody came in and sat down at the end of my bed, and I started kicking my feet. I was barely awake, and I'm kicking my feet like, what is going on? And I turn on the light, and nobody's there. Last night she showed herself to me as I was trying to sleep. She just was there, and dark and evilness, and I was like, what in the world? This morning when I woke up, I was like, okay, that's got to be cleared. That's going away. And so the reminder here today is that this stuff is around us all the time. As we move into this higher dimension, there will be those things that try to pull us back, that try to show up to say, nope, you're not going, we're going to keep you here. That comfort level of being someplace that is not very good for us or for them, and yet humanity in general wants to pull back into and stay in 3D because it's comfortable, just like I did in my first relationship. It was comfortable for me to be uncomfortable and unhappy. Humanity wants to stay in that place. They don't want to move up in general. Some of us do. Some of us are stepping out ahead, and we're supposed to be showing them how it's done. But that doesn't mean that we are free and clear of those energies. It means we have to build that wall of protection. It means we have to ask archangels and our own guides and whoever you want to call on. Just say, hey, please help me out here. I can't sleep tonight. Things are weird. Something doesn't feel right. I can't lay my finger on it, but I feel as if something's wrong. And that's because we pick up these cords or attachments, and we may not even know that they're there. They just kind of latch onto us in those moments when they get a shot at us. They latch on. She was coming at me in my sleep. My guard was down. I wasn't paying attention, and she tried to come at me in that space of, her guard is down, I can get her right now. And I'll tell you what, I was on the spot. As soon as I saw her face, I was like, okay, that's not going to happen, sister. You are messing with the wrong person here. I stay in the light. I stay in the power of that light energy. And so this person has never run into this before. She may be able to manipulate her child. She may be able to manipulate her ex. She may be able to manipulate everybody else in her life. She is not going to manipulate my soul. My soul is well protected, and ain't nobody messing with this sister. So I just want you to remember that you are so powerful. Yes, you managed to clear it from your energy field, Wendy. Exactly. John, exactly. It's great information. It is. We really need to be aware. These messages come through because, let's see, journal your feelings so you have a list of what you can, what can use attention. Exactly. Sorry. Exactly. When we journal these things, we do need to be writing them down because I forgot. I really forgot that I had that feeling that someone was in the room with me the other night. I started kicking. I'm like, what is this? What's on my feet? I've been feeling this energy of the vacuum effect, and I've talked about it all week. And I didn't think about the fact, because I'm so good at clearing energy, I didn't think about the fact that this person was trying to get through to me. And she was trying to get through to me through someone that I cared about, that I care very much about. And she's been hurting this person so much. And I didn't realize that what I felt, this energy about him, was something that really, really needed my attention. Our loved ones, they don't necessarily know how to clear these things. We're being taught, we're being given the ability to clear negative energy. That's why we're here. So remember your responsibility. That when loved ones come to you and they're like, I can't sleep, and he was so agitated, unable to sleep, feeling like something was heavy, something was wrong. And I kept looking at the physical last night. Okay, let's see what we got to do for your physical self. It wasn't physical. It was spiritual. There was spiritual warfare going on with many people, probably all of us to a certain degree right now, because we're moving into this higher realm, this light energy that's so beautiful. And as we do that, we shine brightly, and there will be those darker energies that try to latch on when you're not paying attention and take you down, pull you back in. So clear. Archangel Michael's just like, don't forget to call on me. I'm right here. I got a whole team. 500,000 angels at your feet. All you got to do is ask. Today, as we're doing this clearing, I was so heavy. My chest was so heavy I could hardly breathe. And all of a sudden, it was as if the hook got taken out, and it all just went whoosh, right up. They want to help us so much. And they want to, not only are they helping, not only in that clearing was I trying to help, or were they helping the people that I knew about, but in the process of doing that, there are generations of healing going on. And the reason why we have to do that, we can sit there and say, well, she's mean, I don't care about her. We have to. We have to care about every human being on this planet, because they're all a piece of the collective soul. And so if one of them is being held back, it holds all of us back. We're all a part of that energy to a certain degree. Even though you have your own responsibility for being able to move higher and higher, if you want to see this earth heal, if you want to see humanity move to a higher 5D reality, into a new dimension, you have to care a little bit about those people that seem really mean to you, because they don't want to be stuck in that. Truly, at the root of them is you. At the root of them is this perfect soul of love. We all are. They're just buried under layer after layer after layer of lies and hatred. This person, from the time she was a little child, was abused and neglected and treated poorly, and now she's passed that kind of energy down to the next generation. She wasn't born that way. She was made that way. None of us are created to be evil. We come into the world as these perfect little souls, and then we, yes, it may be part of our plan. And is to come in sometimes and do some horrible atrocities because we're waking people up. But as we're moving into this new reality, we're coming to the realization that all of that stuff has already been learned. That we really don't need source energy, God, whoever the energy of darkness, of evil, of hatred, all of that stuff, it's already been learned. All of it has been experienced. There's no need to keep experiencing. There's no need to keep going through these cycles of darkness and hatred and evil. It's time for us to start to rise above. And so today, as we were doing this clearing, I asked for 6 generations back and 6 generations forward. I love that Terry did that a while back. It opened me up to the idea that, wait a minute, this cycle can be abolished. It can be. We have to remember that all those generations back is where it started. When I'm doing clearing exercises now with this voice of the spirit, they always take us back to a past life existence or into ancestry. It takes us back to the actual inception, the point where ego, soul, whatever, latched onto something, did something that felt wrong to us, and we've held on to shame, blame, guilt, whatever it is, to the point where we have repeated a cycle for generations and generations and generations. So remember that in that person. I have to talk to myself about it with my ex. I have to be able to say, you know what? He's a perfect soul. He came here to help me to wake up, to grow. And I don't want him to suffer any more than I want anyone else to suffer, because he's me. You know, he's me, and so is every other person that I see on the planet. And so when I can find that, when I can look upon them and say, well, they're just a part of me. We're all part of this body. We're all moving parts and a part of one big body. And we all have a responsibility to help one another to release this negative energy. So when you've got these things, that's why I named it resonance today. You can resonate with those who you know are clear and in love, and they're like, yeah, these feel good. It's like being on, there's no drug like it. I tell you, when you gather with people like that, like we did last week, it's like not the most beautiful high you can ever imagine. We're still surrounded by people that can't get there, that haven't figured that out yet. And so we resonate too with, part of our soul resonates with that darkness too. And it's like, oh, okay, wait. Something's not right here. Remember that when you start to feel that darkness around you. Your soul is very sensitive. It picks up on these things. It knows when someone needs some help. So instead of being hateful to them and saying, well, get out of my world, I don't want anything to do with you, maybe we can start working to clear their energy too. Maybe we can start pulling them in a little bit, saying, if your higher self is so willing to work with me on this. And I know I've done it with my father. I've done it with people that I've felt hurt from, to go in and work with the ancestry, because it will affect me. It does. It's going to affect each one of us if we don't work with those souls. If we can, if they're willing. And I have this sense right now that every soul somewhere buried deep down inside is ready to let go of the old stagnant 3D energy. Every soul is there. They're just buried. So how about we start digging them out? How about we start saying, hey, Trump, you're a perfect soul. Whoever it is, I don't, everybody has their own political viewpoint. Politics is just another way for humanity to separate itself, truly. So when you see someone that you're like, wow, how can they be so horrible? Why are they? Start asking for clearing for them. Ask if their Holy Spirit higher self would like to have some work, some help to dig out from all of those layers of lies. Maybe we're being called to do that too. Not just help each other, but to reach out and help those people that we feel are just filled with hate. Because truly, at the root of them is you. The root of them is source energy, just like you are. They're a part of you. They're a part of me. It's time to take that responsibility too. We're not here to just live in foo-foo land and be happy and sit together and just be in our own little clique. You know, remember high school or middle school, elementary school? We started really young. We would choose the table in the lunchroom that with the people that felt the most like us, and we'd stay there because it felt comfortable. There's no more sitting at that lunch table. It's time to go pick up your lunch tray and go sit with the table of troublemakers and say, okay, who can I help here today? Who needs a little bit of lifting up? It's a powerful message today, but it came through strongly when I was doing this session, and I wanted to share that. This is time to be responsible. With great, excuse me, what is it? With great power comes great responsibility. We are each very powerful. We're learning how to be more and more powerful every day. That means we hold a responsibility. So instead of looking at her as coming after me and trying to hurt me, I now look at her as somebody who's calling out for help. I can't find my light. I'm so buried. I need help. Okay, let me help you out. So we pulled her in today too. And I felt her lift. And I'm hoping that by helping her, that this child of hers is able to live a better life, is able to have a mother that can start to find love, can realize that love really does exist, because right now she doesn't. How can a mother have a child and raise a child when she doesn't believe in love? How can you truly care for that child? So So on a spiritual level, I feel like I'm helping, and on a physical level, I want to help that child. I want to help him so much that I'm willing to work with someone that is terribly hateful and rise above and do this the way that Jesus would. You know, like, I love the sinners. I just love. It's only my job to love. It's not my job to judge. And that's a tough one for us to remember. So I'm working on that part of me today. What do you guys got going on? I'm off my soapbox. I can't see. These glasses are dirty. Always cleanse any new crystals you buy or receive. You know, I went to Jim's basement the other day. He's got so much. Hello, Sally. Sally, I understand your message now. I understand the message that Steve gave to you. It took me a week. And finally, last night when I met up with this, I realized, yes, you're exactly right. That energy is related to Jim, but it's not Jim. And it definitely needed to be handled. And today we started. And we will work on it every day, until we lighten his load. Sally's amazing, by the way. If you guys are looking for readings, Sally's so good at it. And Steve dearly loves her. And loves the way she brings forth messages to me. Anything, Dawn, I don't usually do readings. I kind of give a full whatever message is coming through for humanity. There are people that pull cards and do readings. You know, if you ever want a private session, you're welcome to call me or to contact me. We can do that and see what comes through, what Spirit brings through for you. It's always powerful. I do not do just... I don't tell people their answers. I don't tell you yes or no, you should do this. I won't do that for you. I will tell you what Spirit has for you. I will listen to you and help you find your own answers, because I believe that each one of us has our own answers within us. So it's waking up to that truth of who you are. That's my job. So I will help you wake up to your own answers, and then you will know. Then you'll know without a doubt, because everything, no matter what answer I give you, if I swing my pendulum, if I pull a card for you, I can give you what is coming from your own higher self right now. What your soul is telling me is the answer to that question. And yet there are a billion different ways that you can step into life every moment, every breath that you take. So if right now your current direction that you're going is going to lead you to a certain person, okay, there's your answer. But if you should take a different direction, if you should make a different decision by what I tell you, I could completely alter your whole everything, and I won't do that. I won't take that responsibility. So I know everyone does it their own way. That's the way it's given to me, is to help people to wake up to the truth of who they are. I only want to introduce you fully. That's what Voice of the Spirit, we've got class again today. That's what it's all about, is helping people to find this love within themselves, so that when they fully love themselves, they can learn to channel their own higher selves. They start to channel Spirit. They start to get their own answers. I want you to have the ability to do your own readings, to learn how to find your own answers, because it's all within you. It is there. You're powerful. So my job is just to teach you about your own power. Everybody has their own way of doing it, and I don't judge anyone for any way that they do it. That's just my way. That's the way it's given to me. So I can't give you anything for you today. That is my for you. My for you is the same message I give to everyone else that was given to me this morning, is to pay attention to the way you feel always. That if you're having these weird, like suddenly, say you're meditating or you're sleeping and this face comes down at you. Maybe not. Meditation I usually find good. But I've had some attachments before that were not very good that came to me, that showed themselves when I was meditating, because I was deeply enough to be able to go, oh, that's why I'm feeling so crummy. When I was sleeping, she showed herself to me. I had my guard down. I was actually, the funny thing is last night, he was super restless, all over the place, super restless, and I knew there was something wrong. And so I was paying attention all night, like, what is going on, what is going on, asking for him to have clearing, asking for him to get some sleep, calling in the angels all night long, off and on all night. So I was in a very spiritual place when I finally was able to see who it was that was getting at him. So that's my message, is to pay attention. When a face pops up in front of you when you're sleeping or meditating, Feel it out. How does it resonate with you? Is this something, a situation where you need to call in some help? And if you do, please know that you can call in help just as easily as I can, that the angels, the archangels are always available to you. She is, yeah, he probably won't watch, nobody really watches these. She is Jim's ex. She has some evil going on, and she is not good for that boy of theirs, and so it's a very difficult situation, and she's definitely putting some cords and attachments on Jim also. So and through him she's getting to me, and she don't know what she's messing with. This girl don't take no nonsense. Not anymore. I know that I've got a whole team. So that's who it is, Wendy. I don't think anybody that's important will watch it, and he would be okay with me telling you that. So Dawn, there are no readings. Yeah, we don't do readings here, but we do messages, and then we do a beautiful meditation that will be coming too soon. So Dawn, if you'll stick with us, oftentimes in those meditations, if you go deeply into them, you're going to find your own answers. So Spirit wants to work with you directly. That's the thing, is that we're in this new energy of we open ourselves up and Spirit works with us directly. We don't have to go out looking everywhere else. When you let go of your need to get a reading from everywhere else, and you just go into the point where you have to learn how to, I'm not trying to cut everybody out of the show here. There's plenty of work to be done, but it's the way it's being given to me is that everyone needs to learn how to access their own higher self now. It's really important. It's the most important thing. So Steve, and I repeat this all the time, the most important thing that you need to do right now is to remember who you really are. And so our job is to teach you who you really are. And I will do that to my ability, the best of my ability. If you ever ask me, call me, message me for a reading, or why do I call it? It's not really a reading. It's a session. It's a session. It's healing. It's clearing, allowing you to hear your own voice again. So you'll get some of that here in just a few minutes. We'll go ahead and do a meditation, a clearing session. Exactly, Wendy. Thank you. Spirit wants us to find our own answers. Exactly. They want to teach you how powerful you are. You will find your own answers, but they want to teach you about your own power. They want you to remember your birthright. They want you to feel the crown on your head. You have a crown on your head, your royal blood. Each one of us is royal blood. Each one of us has access to unlimited resources, unlimited gifts, if we just wake up to our own truth. We're all connected. So if one person has these abilities, then the next person has them too. You just have to open up to them. You just have to be willing to realize your own truth, okay? That's your message today. That's the best kind of reading I can give. All right. Yes, Sally, I love it when Steve connects with me for you. I love it too. I love that I have friends that will hear his messages and pass them on. He has done that since the very beginning, giving people songs to send to me. I'm more apt to hear him now than I ever used to be, but there are times, because we have such a tight connection, there are times, or because I'm getting blocked, which is what I was doing, as literally for the past couple of weeks I've felt this heavy energy and didn't realize what it was. So I can't necessarily hear him as clearly when I'm being blocked like that. So I'm grateful. I really am grateful that you were listening to him, that you gave me that message, and I'm grateful that I finally figured it out, unraveled it. It feels good to know, because in the process of unraveling it, it means this whole family line is going to receive healing. So that feels good to me. So I'm waiting for the energy to build a little bit. It's now 10 o'clock. Whoever would like, we have been working, and I promise to continue to go to the Garden of Eden in these meditations, because it's so powerful. The way that it's being given to me is that right now we are in creator energy. We are all creators. So every breath that you take, every word that you speak, every thought that you have has the potential to create. And it's important for you to remember that, because if you don't remember that, you're creating things that you don't want to see. Trust me, we've been doing it for all of time, since the beginning of this planet, since we stepped out of the Garden of Eden, we have been creating an energy of darkness, of hard work, of illness, of death, of scarcity, all that stuff. For whatever reason, our souls wanted to experience all of that heavy stuff. And so we created it. We were like, well, I'm going to step out of the Garden of Eden, and I just can't wait to see what kind of darkness I can create. And truly, when you think about humanity, that is such a draw still. Look at the programming. Look at the TV shows, the movies that are all about scary, horrible, awful things. Our souls still, when we see a car accident or something, we slow down. We want to see, okay, we want to see dead bodies. I don't know what it is about us that I don't, but many do. Many still want to go to that place of darkness. You feel drawn to that. And so we're in this creator energy now where they're asking, please, please work every day to lift your energy, to get to a high vibration. And then as you're getting into that high vibration, imagine yourself back in the Garden of Eden, a place where there is no need to work. It just all happens. There's nothing in the Garden of Eden. The fruits and vegetables, the food just grew freely. There was no need to work. There was no need to pull the weeds, or weeds are just another plant that God grows. Why do we work so hard to cut them down and pull them anyway? It's just part of life, Dandelions are weeds to most people, and they have healing qualities. They are anti-cancer. They're anti-toxin, like that we're ridiculous. So in the Garden of Eden, we don't got to worry about that. We just let them grow in fields everywhere. The beautiful plants, and we know how they work, and we know how to make them, how to use them, and we're at peace. There's peace, and there's no strife, and there's no judgment, and there's no hate, and there's no fear, none of that stuff. So every day we've been going to that Garden of Eden, and as we go there, everybody that joins me gets to take their garden back with them as they're creating. So I'd love to hear what you've been creating over the past few days. We're going to go back there again. We're going to share this beautiful garden with each other. We're going to see how incredible it can be today. So whoever's ready for that, the energy's building. It's about that time. I feel it. I love it when energy enters the building. So our angels are gathering around us right now. Archangel Michael is wrapping each one of us in an air of protection. Your land, your home, your car, your children, anyone that lives in your home with you, anyone that you want to name right now is being wrapped in that layer of protection. And then we're safe, and we can go deeply into a meditation. So I'd love for you to put your feet down to feel the ground under your feet, even if you're sitting on linoleum or whatever wherever you're sitting. I'd still love for you to feel as if your roots can go deeply into the earth. So just put your feet down. Let yourself be grounded perfectly right now. Can you hear those roots crack in the ground? I'm going to turn the camera around to this beautiful scene so that we can start to build our garden today again. So let's go to that. There's our little garden, our little tree, fairy lights. So take a couple of big breaths, get yourself all centered. And as we go into the garden, whoever would like, just say yes, give permission, and your energy centers, your chakras will be cleared. There will be healing going through every cell of your body. We're calling in Archangel Raphael to help with that. Take a big breath. And I'm working with each one of you with your higher self. So I'd like you to go into that space. Tell your ego to step aside for just a little while. Ego's going to go take a rest. And take a big breath. And as your chest gets bigger and bigger, just keep expanding it. And when you're ready, just kind of let it pop right out. And I'm greeting each one of you at the gate. And as you come up to the gate, I'd love for you to see a loved one who's passed, or Jesus, or Buddha, or whoever you'd like to see, whoever you find the most calming. It could be a superstar, it could be a singer, Elvis Presley, whoever you'd like to see. They're standing there at the gate waiting for you, and they're going to give you a big hug. So just go to them. Let them welcome you in. And if you notice any pressure in your physical body right now, there is clearing going on in your crown. So there's this beautiful pressure flowing down through the top of your head. When you're ready, you can step into that garden. Tell me what you see, what you smell, what you taste, what you hear. I hear laughter. I hear joy. There is this beautiful reunion going on of souls. They greet you there. I see them holding you and you're just crying. You're so happy. There you are. I've been waiting for you. Beautiful. I feel just so much love energy on the heart. Just breathe deeply. Let that integrate into your body. I see rainbows. I see you guys. You're all running to the ends of the rainbows looking for the bucket of gold. Whatever kind of treasures. If you find a rainbow and you get to the end of it, whatever treasure you find there, that's yours to bring back home. Feel free to pick it up and put it in your pocket. Take a big breath. Energy is moving down into the throat. It's beautiful energy, clearing away the clutter, taking away any negative energy, opening up your new vocal cords, the vocal cords of the angels, that your voice will be heard, that your truth will be heard, no longer afraid to share. I see a chocolate fountain where you're each kind of like little children enjoying the chocolate. It's on your face. You're just slurping it up, enjoying that taste, that flavor. It's perfect. It won't make you fat. You can't possibly get fat. So you can have as much as you like. There's no weakness in us here. We can do what we want. We can jump. You can jump all the way to the moon if you like. Jump over trees. Build a sandcastle that is so incredible that you can walk right inside of it. Create whatever it is that's in your dreams right now. What would you like to create? It might be a race car. Might be an airplane. A helicopter. Might be a unicorn or a dragon. What would you like to put here? Just reach in, just place it in your beautiful garden. Breathe easy. That energy is moving down into your heart space. As you breathe it into your chest, into your lungs, it goes through every cell of your body. Every cell is vibrating with energy right now. Beautiful. There's 3 moons above us. That's my world. I see 3 moons. And they're all just perfect and beautiful. There's craters and scars, and that's exactly the way they're supposed to be. Perfectly imperfect. One's bigger than the other 2. They kind of stay close together, so there's a little distance between each one. The big one's in the middle, and then there's a medium-sized one to the left and a small one to the right. Whatever planet I come from must have 3 moons, because I can see it just as clear as anything. 3 beautiful moons. One of them has rings around it. It's not Saturn, it's a moon, but it holds rings, a dust cloud all the way around it. Beautiful. The dust cloud is pink, and that moon has a little blue tint to it. And I'm just laying down in a blanket. Steve's there with me, and we're just laying down looking at the sky, looking at those beautiful moons together. There's nothing to be afraid of. There's nothing to do. We have no worries. We just get to lay there and enjoy each other's company. I hope that you're finding someone to enjoy while you're in your garden. Big breath. Energy's moving down into the solar plexus, clearing away the clutter, opening you up to new abilities, new energy, new light. Surrendering. We're surrendering to this energy of love. And as that love expands within us, fear can no longer exist. Letting go of fear means we're letting go of all lower vibrational energies. And we're carrying that with us as we go out during the day. And those that are around us, they resonate. They're waking up to the energy that we carry. This is a powerful clearing. Down into the second chakra, opening you up to creativity, to love, to new relationships, to repairing old relationships, to forgiveness, to loving your own self, to realizing that you deserve beautiful love in your life, that you get to be that love, that you are love. Down into the root. Take a big breath, breathe all the way up your spine, all the way back down. I see some of you playing in the water, splashing around, enjoying its perfect temperature. There are little animals floating around. You can enjoy them. They come to you to play. Catfish, they look like cats. They have big eyes and whiskers. You can dive down into the water. You don't even have to hold your breath here. You can just breathe in. The energy is going down your legs, over your knees, down your lower legs, down into your feet, going out those beautiful roots all the way down into the center of the earth, being recycled, coming right back up, all the way up. I feel that heat hitting the feet, all the way up the legs, and it's hitting the base of your spine. Pull it up, sending it out to every single part of your body. Created this beautiful garden within you. I want you to pull that higher self back in. Bring it all with you. Take it all in. This garden. Reality, we're creating a new earth together. And every day, use your imagination. What do you want? Asking, what do you want? Create painting for us. Create. Just speak it into life. Write it into life. Paint it into life. Whatever way you choose. Sing it. I see a song. It's just painting all of this beauty now. And pull that part of you back in. It's all within you, reminding you of the power you are. Now hold that beautiful energy. Higher self climbs right back into that space. And I want you to envision a new earth. Anyone that you would like to send this energy to. Vision it. And then just send it right out through your crown, all around the earth. Just for a minute, I'm going to be quiet. Beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. When you're ready, you can kind of do a little countdown. Bring yourself back into your rooms, wherever you are. Just count to 5. 1, 3, 4, 5. And we're making sure that each one of you is all sealed up. Archangel Michael has gone around to each one, created allowing you to shine that light brightly today. There's no danger of being the truth of who you are. Go out there and just shine. We're taking care of you. We're protecting you always. We're always near. We're always close. We got your back. And I'm going to come back to you guys. I hope that you're feeling all clear and happy. Big hugs to you today, Lauren. I know how difficult it is to have those anniversaries, so hope that you'll spend time feeling that comfort, knowing that you're all wrapped up in love. I hope that you saw him there in the garden. Pets too, exactly. Pets too. Pets are there in that garden for sure. Pets are all around us, even when we lose them. Yeah, no more scary stuff, Sally. Isn't it funny how as we move into this higher vibration, we're just not interested in lowering our vibration by watching things on TV anymore. It's like, it's okay to watch some things. There's some things that kind of, resonate with me still, but they don't have violence. It's funny, the things that I watched a year ago and the things that I watch now are completely different. And I don't watch much. I've kind of moved out of that. I don't want anyone to affect my energy in a negative way anymore. And I sure don't want to see people getting hurt. Lauren, I fell asleep in the movie White Men Can't Jump. It's, at least it's funny, right? It's okay to watch funny stuff. All right, I got lots of stuff to work on. I want to tell you before I get off of here, Thursday night, as I was trying yesterday, remember I said I was trying to hear Steve's voice, like what are we supposed to be doing Thursday night, and I hadn't gotten a clear answer. And yesterday I realized the reason is because we are unveiling something huge this week. And we will have it ready on Thursday, by Thursday. Caleb's promised me by Thursday. And so Thursday night at Forever After That, we'll be doing an unveiling, letting you guys know what we're up to, and letting you see where you can go to take a closer look. We're still working on it. Today is going to be a big work day for me to pull it all together, and I can't wait to share it. So I hope that you'll join us Thursday night, 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. That is different I'm very sorry for you guys that are over in the UK. I think that is about midnight, if I'm right. You can tell me different if I'm wrong, Wendy, but I believe that's about midnight. Your broadcast kept going quite often. We could not hear you. I felt my dad, but did not see him. I was in a cozy igloo. Sorry that you couldn't hear me every time. Sometimes the connection speeds get weird around here, so I apologize for that. Powerful. Yeah, 7 people. I love the number 7. Sherry, thank you. All right, you guys, 7:22 at 7:22. Wow, Lauren, that's great. It's crazy. You guys, get yourselves out there. Enjoy your day. I'll see you. What is today? Wednesday, so it's tomorrow night. I'll see you tomorrow night at Forever After That, and I will see you tomorrow morning at the playground at 9:30. There's lots of stuff going on EWN and Enlightened Living today, so I hope that you'll check out the schedule if you need to have any more meditations, or there's some great programs on today. So 7 o'clock Thursday. Yep, 7 p.m. Thursday. You are correct. Enjoy your day. There's a lot of 7s today, aren't there? Yes, midnight, Wendy. Thank you. Yeah, I forget sometimes to give you guys. We got a lot of different times that it would be difficult to give them all, but definitely we've got enough watchers from over on your side of the pond. So you're so welcome, Chetta. Enjoy your day. Check back with me tomorrow. I want to hear about your gardens. You're welcome, Charlie. Love to you too. See you in a little while. 1 o'clock class time. I love you guys. Talk soon. Bye.